The Sherborne is a picture palace that brings out the joy of cinema, unashamedly nostalgic, and the passion project of one man whose love of films started as a young boy.
The first film I went to see was Mary Poppins. Second film was Jungle Book. Always wanted to create, well, the cinema I'd like to go to. Traditional, family-friendly, and somewhere you could just go without worrying about what it's going to cost too, which is very important. So I just fancy go to see that film. I might not like it, but it won't be the end of the world if I don't like it.
12 years ago, Mark bought what was then a derelict 19th century mission hall and has now created a wonderful Art Deco cinema with everything you want it to have.
Yeah, it still works. I should issue a few tickets. There you go.
Oh, look at that. I mean, this is real nostalgia kick, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is.
Do you ever get tired of pressing that button?
No, not at all.
I had to have a go as well, obviously. But this whole cinema is about attention to detail, from Mark's hand-painted signs to the golden statues by the screen.
This is the projection room.
Right where the magic happens. But the modern is here too, behind the scenes, a fully digital projector showing all of the latest films. Do you miss lacing up a 35mm film?
I miss it. It was so magical. You know, to see the film just racing through the machinery, and occasionally, of course, it would jam up, and you'd have to rip a big chunk of film out and go on the floor and relace it, splice it, get going again. And then, of course, afterwards, you got about 3 hours sorting it all out. But it didn't matter because it was brilliant. To come into a cinema where cutting-edge modern films, and yet to have a technology which dates you back to about 1900, it's just magic. My favourite film, I suppose, would have to be Cinema Paradiso, followed closely by the British version of the same storyline, which is The Smallest Show on Earth, which is also about a small town cinema made in the 1950s with Peter Sellers, Margaret Rutherford, and an all-star cast at the time. I just love those two films. But again, I also love a lot of classic films. I mean, like the Chaplin films for circus and modern times, like absolutely brilliant films.
Hi there, 2 please.
Yeah, no
plus
problem.
1 hot chocolate and 1 tea.
So it's nearly showtime. Oscar contender Conclave on offer this afternoon with over 70 people in too for that bit of Sherborne Cinema magic, including something you definitely don't get in the multiplex.
Hot chocolate in a mug. I really do appreciate that.
I think in the big cinemas the sound can be quite overpowering at times, whereas in here it's more natural, mainly just that it's so traditional.
It's quite cheap as well, and you always have good films on.
And you've still got the quality of great sound and great pictures.
Mark's now celebrating 10 years of the Sherborne, and last week he was awarded the Mayor's Medal for his services to the community. He's humbled by that, but just pleased for him and his team that they're thriving, keeping the magic of independent cinema alive.
No disrespect to, say, the boutique cinema end of the business, very exclusive, we're inclusive, and that's a big thing to me.